Shalom, friends. How are we? I apologize. I did not do a video earlier today. I took myself to sleep and I rested I get up kind of early during the week for the most part. And, I'm homeschooling my grandson. And yeah, I was tired this rising. I was tired. I got up early for my, so that I can be on with my pastor this rising. And I read and pray as always. But then after that, so today was an off day for my grandson because normally he has school from Monday through Thursday, and then Fridays are their regular day off. This week they're doing fall break, so Thursday and Fridays he's off. So I I slept in a little bit today, but I did not want to go to sleep without doing a video. Um, so today's video will be about, okay, so I mentioned you was it last night? Yeah, or no, early, actually it was early this rising. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I did a video. And I was talking about how we have to put all our trust in the Most High. I wanted to reiterate the fact that I don't think most people know what that means, to put all your trust in the Most High. Um, and I didn't either. Like, this is new to me. Like, for real, for real. This is definitely new to me, to putting all my trust in the Most High. Um, so before, I would say it's been about 2 years that I've been on this journey. Um, when I was blessed to come across SOC, Servants of Christ, with Pastor Kofi. So before that, I believed, or I would say, thank God for this. I pray to God for this. And I'm not going to say I didn't pray, and I'm not going to say I didn't read my word. But so I heard this on a podcast one time. They said that people like to be on the fence. And the Most High, you're either all in or you're not. He gives us free will for that. You're either all in or you're not. So you're either all the way in with the Most High, or you're over there on the enemy side, right? And so on that podcast, the lady says, yeah, and for people that ride in the fence, the enemy owns that fence, because you can't be on the fence with the Most High. It says it all the time. We cannot serve two masters. You're either on the evil side or the good side. You can't. It's one or the other. You cannot do both. It's impossible. And like I said, back in the day, I didn't know what it meant to put all my trust in Him. I didn't know what that meant. Um, Even when I was going through the abuse, I was a child, so I really didn't get it. And even when I became an adult, I didn't get it. It took me to, first of all, start reading the Bible myself. I know that most people, they go to church and they just go on Sundays, or they may go on Sundays and maybe they have Bible study and things like that. But for the most part, we're not reading it. Most people don't read the word. They go by whatever the pastor tells them. Like, whatever the pastor says, it says that that's what it is. And then it's interesting enough that when you read stuff, right? When you read and you're already been told what it says, when you are blind, you may see exactly what they say, because I can hear preachers and they preach about stuff, and you can hear the people in the background just hooping and hollering like they just said something. And I'm like, Well, I've been reading the Bible now, so I know that's not what it says. They'll kind of give you some of the words that it say, but they tweak it. They tweak it in a way that you're not paying attention, and so 9 times out of 10, you're not reading the Bible, and that is one of the things that I love about my pastor, because he'll tell you in a heartbeat, like, if I ever tell y'all to do this, that, and the other, and that's not what the words say, call me on it, or you need to run. My pastor don't play. He tells us to read the Bible, read your Bible, because it will bless you. Stop listening to what other people tell you that it say, because 9 times out of 10, when you go read it for yourself, you realize this is not what it says. Now, even with the way that I was hearing other people, it'd be people you love, be family members. So if they said that's what it is, and that's what it is, I'm not going to question them. I trust them. But then you got to realize, where'd they get it from? Did they actually read that? Did they actually show it to you in the Bible and say, this is what it is and this is what it says? Do you know what culture is? Culture means a big deal when you can't read the Bible and not know what culture it is. That's why I love Pastor Kofi and his teaching. He teaches you what the Bible says. And now that I can see it for myself, it's like, oh, that makes better sense now. It's more clarity. People will say things like, just my father, for example. My father never believed that there was a Most High. He didn't believe. And as a child, I used to think it was my job to help him believe, because I always believed. I didn't know what I know today. But as a child, I knew that there was a Most High. When he used to say the things that he said, like he wished he could meet him so he could whoop his ass, I used to be like, oh my goodness. And I would be like, and I would say, God, please don't. I would always think there was going to be some lightning striking and burning our house down. Like, he don't know what he's talking about. Please forgive him. And I just would pray for him, because I knew that there was a high power. I knew it. But like I said in one of my own other videos, I cursed him, because it was like, how dare you let me go through all of this stuff? That's one of the reasons why I get so frustrated, because I am a preschool teacher by profession, and I started realizing how they wanted our children to be so into their feelings. And as adults, we're all in our feelings, and 9 times out of 10, it's not about you. And most people don't get that. It's not about you. It's a bigger picture than you. Sometimes it is about you, but for the most part, it's not. It's really not about you. And we need to get out of the me syndrome, because that was me. I was so angry about the things that I went through, that anything I did, was because I went through this. It's because my father did this. It's because of it. But that wasn't it. It was a choice I was making. It was actually what it was. And I didn't realize that it was me. I felt like it was everybody else. Everybody else is crazy but me. Then one day I started paying attention to what my earthly father was saying. And I'm like, so everybody's crazy but you? If people would just do this, I wouldn't do this. And, he always had an excuse for why things happened the way that they did. And I started doing the same thing. I was mean and hateful to people. Well, because I went through this as a child. No, that's not it. It's because you're choosing to be that way. It was a choice you're making. And that's because I was so into, I guess, blaming others versus taking responsibility for me. You have to take responsibility. Yah gives us free will. He gives us free will so that we can make our own choice. He's not going to force us to do anything. He's going to give it to you, and now you make a choice which hand you want. So now when you make your choice, you cannot say, look what you did to me, or look what you, no, that was a choice you made. You made that choice. So now you have to deal with what you did. And a lot of people I've found do that. And I say that because I used to be that person. I had an excuse for everything, but I really wasn't taking responsibility for my own actions, my own choices, my own decisions. He's not going to come on and force us to do anything. What do you choose? So if you're going to choose the Most High, so that means you got to do it the way He tells us to. And that's why He gives us a Bible, so we'll know how to tell us to. Now, if you have a hard time understanding the Bible, because the Bible is hard to understand, but what I've learned is that it's not for everybody to understand. Everybody thinks that the Bible is written for everybody, but it's not. It's not written for everybody. So if you don't understand it, it's not meant for you to understand. But if you really want to understand and you really want to live in the way that the Most High wants us to live, He will make sure you figure it out. I had a person tell me, you don't understand the Bible, read it anyway. Just keep reading. There's something in there that you will get. Because what I've learned is that if you ask, you say, yeah, I really want to read this Bible and I'm having a hard time understanding it. And He knows your heart, so He knows if you're sincere or not. So trust me, He will make sure you get it. He'll make sure you get it. I'm not the best reader, even as a teacher. I'm not the best reader. And reading the Bible was not easy for me. So I wouldn't read it. That was my excuse. Well, I have a hard time reading it, so I didn't read it. Read it anyway. If you really want to know, just like, let's just do it this way. Suppose you're in a relationship with someone, right? And you're going all out for this person because you want them to know how much you care about them. But they don't do the same for you. Do you keep going all out, or do you say, the heck with this, I'm done with this, and I just move on? Or do you just keep on, and keeping on? Because at the end of the day, you're going to be tired of that. You're going to get tired of that. I'm not going to keep forcing you. I'm not going to try to beg you. I'm not doing that. The Most High is not going to beg us to do anything. We have to make an effort to say, I trust you. I believe in what your word says, and I want to follow you. So if that's what you really want, show Him that's what you want, and He will make a way. He'll make a way. He always does. But we have to take accountability. We have to. When I was going through the stuff I was going through, and I'm just, oh, He just don't love me. Nobody loves me. Nobody this. It's like, well, first of all, ma'am, you were the one getting high. So you can't blame nobody for the choice you made. That was a choice you made. You were the one that decided that you wanted to get high and spend all your money. So now you have to stay in a shelter because you don't have an apartment anymore. You lost all your furniture because you decided that you wanted to get high and not pay your bills. So now you done lost your furniture and you're in a shelter and you hate it. And you crying yourself to sleep. Okay, well, it was a choice that you made. And I'm talking about myself. Absolutely talking about myself. But through the whole thing, I'm mad at the world and I'm angry at everybody. But it was a choice that I made. It doesn't matter what you've been through. The choice you made was to get high, not pay your bills. So now this is the consequence of what you have to deal with. You did this. So take accountability. Now, if you really want the Most High to help you, you can't make dumb choices. You cannot be out here making dumb choices and then expect Him to stop and go, hey, we're going to stop doing this and I'm going to do this. No, you made the choice. He's going to let you make that choice. Now, the minute you go, I'm going to do better and I want to help and blah, blah, He will help you. Even if He know you're not serious, He'll still help you. That's how He is. The Most High is amazing. He's amazing. He knows if you're serious or not. And He will help you a little bit. And then it's up to you now. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue to make these choices, or are you going to just keep on, woe is me, I did this and I'm going through this and nobody loves me, nobody helps me, but you're not helping you either. So what's your argument? What's your problem here? You want people to help you and you're not helping yourself? Would you help one of your friends or family members and they just still doing stuff to keep themselves in the hole? Would you keep digging them out that hole? No. I'm not saying that you wouldn't help them a little bit. Sure you will. But if you see that they're going to continue to go down that road, you're going to stop. You're going to stop. You're not going to just keep on. And if you do, then you're just as big as a problem as they are, because why would you do that? Why would you do that? If you're not going to help yourself, I'm not going to help you either. Now, I will love you and I will help you, but I'm not going to help you if you're not trying to help you. If you want to be in this hole, then I'm going to let you be there. Now, I'm going to pray for you because I don't want you to be there, but it's your choice. We're adults. Now, when things happen to children, that's a different thing. But then you also have to realize that everything happens for a reason. It really does. Like, I used to think people say, oh, it was a coincidence. There's no such thing as what is a coincidence? Somebody made that up, because everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for everything. Even if you can't see it right now, there's a reason for it. So if you're in a bad way, things are going bad for you, there's a reason. I'm not saying that you did something to get there. It might be something that the Most High wants you to learn. It might be something that the Most High wants you to do. Or it could be that you made a bad choice and that's where you are and you have to deal with it. I don't know. It takes a while to grow up. That's why it cracks me up when they say, you're 18, you're grown. When and where? Where are we ever grown at 18? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It took me so many years to grow up. It took me so many years to want to do better. It is amazing how you get so used to the pain that that's what you prefer. And can't nobody make you get out of there except for you. You have to say, this is not what I want. And you have to be serious. Like, yeah, I need your help. I need your help, yeah. Or, yeah, what is it that you have me going through this for? Like, what am I supposed to learn from this? There's a lesson in everything we go through. There's a lesson. Now, if you don't get the lesson and it's something he wants you to get, then you're going to stay there, or you're going to keep going through it. Like, it's because that's just how he works. Because his will be done. Thy will be done. Trust me. Yeah. And I'm only saying this because this is me. This used to be me. I was terrible. I was so bad about, I as crazy as this might sound, I enjoyed being in that rut I was in, because then that was my excuse. That was my excuse. But I had to grow up. I had to grow up, and I had to say, this is not what I want. I want to make my life be meaningful, like really. So you're just gonna live your whole life and it not do nothing. You not help nobody, bring nobody up out of bad things, like be an example for somebody. Like, you just want to be in a rut forever. Like, you just want your life to have no meaning. I want it to be a reason. I wanted to be the person that can help somebody else. Like, I just wanted to be that, because I felt like I'm not the only one going through this, and I'm not the only one that will go through this. So I want to help somebody get out of this. I want to show somebody there is a better way. There is really a better way. But you got to get out of your way. Man, I'm telling you, the stuff I'm saying, and people used to say it to me all the time, it didn't make no sense. But once the blinders come off and you can actually see, that's one of the reasons why I love SOC, because I've been able to remove these blinders and I could see better. And now that I can see, things make better sense. I want my life to be worth something. I don't want to have just lived on this earth and nothing. Yah put us all here for a reason. And now it doesn't have nothing to do with you. Like, it's not about you. It's really not about you. Get out of your own way. Ask the Most High, why am I going through this? What is it that I need to learn from this? Read your word. Study the word. Pray. Have faith. You got to have faith. You got to. Like, I can't express that enough. You have to have faith. It won't work. It won't work without it. Like, it just doesn't work. I don't know. I don't want my videos to just be videos. I really want to help people. I really want to help people and to see that there is a better way. It really is a better way. And this is coming from someone that did drugs, didn't care about nobody, didn't have no intentions of living past the age of 18. Like, it was not in the cards at all for me. Who didn't trust anybody? Like, I didn't trust nobody, didn't like nobody. But today I sit here with an eviction over my head, not knowing what's going to happen. You know, they've already sent it to the lawyers for them to do whatever. And I don't even, it's not even phasing me. Like, I can't tell anybody. I can't show you. I can't explain how much peace that I have, regardless of what all of this is. I can't, like, I cannot. Oh my gosh, I cannot explain it because this is so new to me. This is the very first time that I've ever let go and let Yah. And let him show me what I'm supposed to do. Again, I am doing nothing right now because this is what he's telling me to do. But that doesn't mean that's where it's going to be, because I have other plans. I have other things that I know he wants me to do. And they're going to get done. Because I don't want him, you know, he's given us all jobs to do. Like, we all have a responsibility on this earth. And I want to fulfill all of the things he's given me to do. I want to fulfill it. I don't want, when he comes back and he just, I want him to be proud of what I've done. Out of all, like my pastor said, Pastor Kofi says, you have survived 100% of everything you've been through. So what you going to do with it? Like, what are you going to do? Just, come on. Figure out what it is. It's got to be a reason. Nothing just happens just because. There's a reason behind everything that happens. Everything. And I had to tell that to myself more than once for me to get it. I almost cursed. For me to get it, I had to say it more than once. And then I had to put some action to it. So now I'm putting action to it. So with that being said, this is probably the longest video I've ever made. But with that being said, read your word, pray, have faith. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what you're going through. You have to have faith and know that this is a reason. There's a reason behind whatever I'm going through. There is. And if you ever want to talk, anyone, reach out to me. I'll figure out a way so that we can chat even, because I'm here to help in any way. I might have to pray on it first, you know, because I don't want to give anybody the wrong information. But I am here. I will chat with you. I will talk with you. I'm not a dummy, so don't try to play me. Trust and believe. I've been through too much. But I'm so willing to help anyone. If you need to talk, let me know. Hit me up in the chat and I'll make it happen. But the minute I see you full of it, I'm cutting you off because, like I said, I'm not no dummy. So, with that being said, have an amazing rest of your evening. Shalom.